Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in the last session of phenols, we have said that way of conversion of phenol into salicylaldehyde through the reaction called as Reimer-Tiemann reaction. And there we said it is the conversion of phenol into salicylaldehyde through electrophilic substitution. So in this session, we shall go with one more named reaction which is having great importance in the field of organic chemistry, in the synthetic organic chemistry, that is Kolbe-Schmidt reaction. So this is a simply conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So this Kolbe-Schmidt reaction is simply the reaction in which we will be converting phenol into salicylic acid. So it was said in case of Reimer-Tiemann reaction, we are going to create a aldehydic group, a formyl group at ortho and para position. But here in Kolbe-Schmidt reaction, as I said, we are going to convert phenol into salicylic acid. Means we are supposed to create an acid material. That means we are going to create a carboxylic acid group, preferably at ortho position on the benzene ring of phenol. So this is a simple basic stuff pertaining to the Kolbe-Schmidt reaction. So we can say that this Kolbe-Schmidt reaction is simply the carboxylation reaction of the phenol, carboxylation of phenol. So we are going to create the carboxylic acid group at ortho position preferably. So we said the Reimer-Tiemann reaction is a very best example of electrophilic substitution reaction. Like Reimer-Tiemann reaction, this Kolbe-Schmidt reaction is also an example of electrophilic substitution reaction. So like the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. And we said in case of Reimer-Tiemann reaction, dichlorocarbene have been used as an electrophile, and here in case of Kolbe-Schmidt reaction, the electrophile that we are going to use in making conversion of phenol into salicylic acid is carbon dioxide. But compared to the dichlorocarbene, which is used as an electrophile in Reimer-Tiemann reaction, carbon dioxide is a weak electrophile. But whatever, since we are using an electrophile, so we are calling this as electrophilic substitution reaction. So here in converting phenol into salicylic acid, we are going to heat phenol with carbon dioxide in a basic medium, that is either in presence of sodium hydroxide or in presence of potassium hydroxide at preferably 125 degrees Celsius under a pressure of 100 atmosphere, so as to produce salicylic acid. So now we shall see the equation that represents conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So what we said, this Kolbe-Schmidt reaction is simply conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So now we shall write the chemical equation for the conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So phenol is supposed to be heated with carbon dioxide in presence of either sodium hydroxide or you can use potassium hydroxide, and the temperature supposed to be maintained is 125 degrees Celsius under a pressure of 100 atmosphere. So under these reaction conditions, phenol will react with carbon dioxide in presence of base, and that results in the formation of salicylic acid. That means with respect to OH, carboxylic group will create at ortho position. So this is the structure or the formula for salicylic acid. So this has been produced through Kolbe-Schmidt reaction. The salicylic acid is the common name given for this material, but in the field of chemistry, we always prefer to go with IUPAC nomenclature. So here for this salicylic acid, we are supposed to give the IUPAC name, and in order to give the IUPAC name, we have to give the preferences. First we have to select the priority group, and the other one will become the substituent. Obviously each and every people can know carboxylic acid is the highest priority functional group, so the position number will be given 1 for the carbon containing carboxylic group, and this carbon having OH group will become position number 2. So with respect to this position, at second position we are having hydroxy group, and this leaving the OH group which is acting as a substituent, the remaining group is benzoic acid. So at second position we are having OH and the basic compound is carboxylic acid. So the IUPAC name of this salicylic acid is 2-hydroxy benzoic acid is the IUPAC name of the material salicylic acid. So this is the simple way of giving the equation for the conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So with respect to Kolbe-Schmidt reaction, we are supposed to know what is the exact mechanistic pathway through which phenol is going to convert salicylic acid, and mean how the electrophilic attack will occur on the benzene ring, and these things are supposed to be known. So now we shall proceed to the mechanism of Kolbe-Schmidt reaction for the conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. Now shall see the mechanistic pathway that will be followed in Kolbe-Schmidt reaction for the conversion of phenol into salicylic acid. So first the reaction of phenol with the base will happen, so that we shall see how the thing actually happens. So firstly the phenol will first react with the base material, that is OH minus. This OH minus will attack the hydrogen of the OH group, so that the bond pair of electron present between oxygen and hydrogen will shift on to the oxygen, so that the bond between oxygen and hydrogen will get break, and this OH minus and the outcoming H plus will combine, and that results in the elimination of water. So that phenol will first react with base, and that results in the formation of O minus, that is phenoxide ion. Compared to phenol, phenoxide ion is more reactive, and this reactive material will easily brings the carbon dioxide attack on the benzene ring. So now this phenoxide ion will react with carbon dioxide. So this is the thing, the carbon dioxide material have been written. This negative charge will come over here, and therefore this pi electron density which is present over here will tend to attack the carbon atom. These pi electrons will attack the carbon atom, so that these pi electrons will shift on to oxygen, so that we will be getting like this. So this double bond O, and here hydrogen, C double bond O, O minus. So this is the thing we will be getting, and now the bond pair of electron present between this carbon atom and hydrogen will shift over here, and we know that there will be two lone pair of electrons that will be present on the oxygen atom. One of the lone pair will be donated to the hydrogen, which will be coming out as H plus ion, so as to make OH. And to balance this lone pair of electron, among these two bonds, one is sigma bond and one is pi bond, the pi bond will shift on to oxygen once again, so as to balance the lone pair of electron, so that we will be getting like this. So here there develops pi bond once again, and C double bond O, O minus will be there, and here there is OH. So we start with phenol, got phenoxide ion, and this phenoxide ion attacked by the electrophile, so that we are getting salicylate. So ester form, and this salicylate will be treated with dilute acid H plus. So dilute sulfuric acid will be used, and this negative charge will be donated to this positive charge, and thus we will be getting the final product of the Kolbe-Schmidt reaction, that is OH will be here, and finally we are having CO OH, that is simply nothing but salicylic acid. So that is the final product of the Kolbe-Schmidt reaction, starting with phenol. So phenol first react with base to form phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion will be attacked by the carbon dioxide so as to form an intermediate, and thereafter to the salicylate. The salicylate is further attacked with acid, will produce the final product, that is salicylic acid. And this is the mechanistic pathway for Kolbe-Schmidt reaction. In the beginning of the video, I said this Kolbe-Schmidt reaction is having very great importance because we are producing the very much important salicylic acid, because the salicylic acid is the precursor material in creation of many other industrially important compounds. The very best example is aspirin, which is the most using drug material. The aspirin is a very good drug material which will be used as both analgesic as well as antipyretic. So in that way, the salicylic acid is having very great importance, and that's about Kolbe-Schmidt reaction. Thank you.